Today we're going to work on estimating sums and differences. Now, when I say estimating, that really means rounding. I'm just rounding to decide whether it's going to be reasonable or not. A way I might use estimation in real life is if I'm out shopping and I say I have $50, I may round everything up to the nearest dollar to see if I'm going to have enough. Usually that trick works for me. Not always, but usually. So let's get into this. They're saying on number 1, is 2,793 a reasonable difference? It has to make sense. For 6,904 minus 4,111. Now, what I think they've done is they've gone through and straight subtracted. We'll check ourselves, but let's not wreck ourselves. Let's estimate. Let's estimate. And I'm going to estimate to the nearest hundreds place. So, remember our poem from rounding? Find the number, look next door. 5 or higher, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. I know I'm keeping my thousands place because I'm rounding to the hundreds. Zero tells 9 to do what? Will it go up 1 or will it stay the same? Yeah, it's going to stay the same. So 6,900 minus, and I can put a minus sign. Find the number, look next door. 5 or higher, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. This 1 becomes what? Yeah, it's going to be a 1. It's not going to move. Now, I'm going to subtract my differences from estimating. 0 take away 0 is 0. 0 take away 0? Right, it's 0. 9 take away 1? 8. 6 take away 4? 2. Now, just based on my estimation, is 2,793 a reasonable difference for this math problem? I would agree, it is, because I'm only 7 away with my estimate. When you estimate, you want to make sure your answer, your difference, or your sum is in the ballpark of the same area as what you're trying to reach. If you're adding and you get this outrageous number, I would go back and try again. So let's subtract it for real. Let's see if our estimate is close enough to the real answer. 4 take away 1? It's 3. 0 take away 1? Can't do it. I have to go next door and ask for more. 9 becomes an 8. Because it's going to give a 10, this 0 is going to become a 10. 10 take away 1? 9. 8 take away 1? Very good, 7. 6 take away 4? 2. Is this a reasonable difference? Is the estimate reasonable? Yes, it is. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 has us rounding to the thousands place. And they're helping us out a little bit. They've already given us the zeros. So now we have to look at the hundreds to see what we're rounding to. 5,638. 6. 5 or higher, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. The 3 tells the 6 to do what? Right, it stays the same. 7. 5 or higher, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. The 5 tells the 7, yes, I'm going to make that 7 an 8, and the 3 stays the same. So I can add 0 and 0, that's the easy part, they're 0. 6 plus 8. if I'm not too strong on my adding skills, I can count with my fingers. So I'm going to start at 8. I always start at my bigger add end and I count up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 14. Can I put 14 down here? No, I have to put my 4. Carry the 1. Now, when I have things I've regrouped and brought over, I will add from the bottom up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1 makes 9. So 9,400 is a reasonable difference. You ready to try one subtracting? Let's look at 262,262 minus 132,147. And I'm going to say I am rounding to the nearest hundred. So I can say I have 262 something. 6 tells the 2 to do what? Yeah, it's going to move up. 2 becomes a 3. The other 2 digits get canceled out. They become zeros. Again, I know I'm rounding with my hundreds, so I'm going to keep the 132. 4 tells 1. Yeah, 4 or less, let it rest. It stays the same. And we're subtracting. So as always, I can bring my zeros down because 0 minus 0 is 0. 3 minus 1. Correct, it's 2. 2 minus 2. Yep. 6 minus 3. 2 minus 1. So it is reasonable to say that 130,200 is a fair estimate of 262,262 minus 132,147 is about 130,200. And that is how you say it. I know it sounds confusing, but keep practicing and you'll get it, I promise. I hope this has helped, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.